drive.
What up? This is Robert Ory.
Or three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
All right, one more time this week. It is the shoot-around. Bunch of random questions, topics, stuff people were sending in that we'd have a chance to get to on the Tuesday show. If you ever have one for us, we're at Big Shot Bob Pod, pretty much all over the place. That is B-Dog Brandon Harper. My name is Rob Jenners. That is 7-time NBA champion Robert Ory. We kind of brought this up Tuesday, but I wanted to bring it up again quickly in the shoot-around. Speaking of 7-time champions, it was 17 years ago this past week that Tom Brady fell in the Super Bowl to Eli Manning, which was one of the craziest catches and ends to a game I can remember seeing. David Tyree catches that ball over the middle with like 40 seconds left off his helmet. Plaxico Burress gets the game-winning touchdown, and the Giants somehow beat the unbeaten 18-0 New England Patriots to win the Super Bowl. What's the one game that sticks out to you that had the craziest ending? Can you guys think of a game that ended that you're just like, how did this happen?
You know, I think about a game I was involved with when I was in San Antonio, and Tracy McGrady had 11 points in 99 seconds, some shit like that. You know, and I'm sitting looking at Devin, who was guarding Tracy, hitting threes and foul. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm like, so I think that ending was just crazy because I'm like, we were up, I think 13 or something, and we lost that game in the last minute. It was something ridiculous like that.
So it's a loss that sticks out to you as the end.
Yeah, it bothers me because we were up, and Tracy McGrady had all those points in like 99 seconds, a night 60 seconds, something stupid like that.
Yeah. To me, it was the Reggie Miller game.
Oh, when he scored so many.
Yeah, it was like 9 points in like 11 seconds or 12 seconds or something, just absolute nonsense against the Knicks.
Yeah.
That was one of those games that I remember watching the end of when I was a kid, and I was just like, how'd that happen? We talked about that shit for weeks. How did this happen? How did that go? And again, I went to high school in New Jersey, so everybody I grew up with was Knicks fans. So their misery was it was hilarious, man. And Reggie still lives rent-free in Knicks heads, man. Holy cow.
I apologize. It was 13 points and 35 seconds, so I shortchanged.
13 and
Sorry
35.
about that, Tracy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say one I think people forgot about. I think it was just a regular season game. Kobe outscored the whole Mavericks team, I think, in 3 quarters.
Oh yeah, this is
60.
He didn't play in the fourth quarter.
No,
did
he didn't play in the fourth.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
He outscored the entire Mavericks. I think he had like 60 something.
Yeah, it was like 62 or 63 points or something in 3 quarters. Didn't play in the fourth. I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that. Yeah.
Since we were on Kobe, I feel about Kobe's last game.
Oh,
dude, I'll never forget that because I remember we were still doing the podcast with Shaquille, and Shaq challenged him. He said, "Look, I think I told him on Inside the NBA or something. He's like, I need you to go out in your final game and score 50. Kobe's like, you're out of your damn mind, and he scored 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was.
Way to go out.
Dude, as far as like a final game of your career, you couldn't have scripted that.
Right.
I mean, that was iconically amazing. I mean, he couldn't miss. He could not miss.
He took a lot of shots.
He did take a lot of shots in that game. But
50.
Yeah, nobody cared though. Everyone just
it took me 5 games to get I'm sorry, 10 games to get a 50 shot sometimes.
Dude, you're right though. Kobe's last game, iconic. Question from Devin. I'm sure you guys saw Kanye's girlfriend show up at the Grammys butt ass naked. Did you see Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son,
wear a house?
Showed up with a goddamn house on his head.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's the craziest thing you've seen someone wear out in public, whether it was a club or a game or anything?
Oh, this is easy.
Go ahead.
You go ahead then.
Oh, when damn Madonna wore the meat suit.
Oh no, that was Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga,
One of them with the meat dress.
One of them crazy women. Yeah, Lady Gaga.
One of them crazy white women.
What a damn meat suit. As if birds don't exist.
Well, there's argument that birds are not real, so let's not go down that rabbit hole of conspiracy.
Yeah, she wore, I forget, was that to the Grammys?
I think it was to the Grammys.
A few years ago?
I think it was to the Grammys.
I said, Man, she going sitting up here having the doggone thing smell like the deli section at Publix.
People just throwing bread. Man, some bread. Slice me up a sandwich. Dude, if she was just cutting off meat and serving people sandwiches, I would have been.
That's disgusting.
That'd have been iconic. At what point, though, if you're Jaden Smith, do you go, you know what I'm wearing to the Grammys this year? I'm going to go get that house that I have downstairs. I'm going to cut a hole in it. I'm going to put that shit right on my head.
Rob, you haven't seen any of you didn't see Kanye's girlfriend or Jaden? Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't know what. Google Jaden Smith at the Grammys real quick. Because I don't know at what point, like, there's a difference between a fashion statement and just stupid. And that was just stupid. There was nothing about that was like, oh, that was pretty cool. Like, no, it just looked like you put a damn dollhouse on your head. Made no sense at all.
So
I'm anxious to see Rob's reaction.
One interesting fact.
It's black.
Yeah. No, it's a black house.
Yeah.
On top, and it's not like it's a stylish thing. It just looks like like you took a little dollhouse and you just cut a hole in the door and just stuck it on that man.
Harp, you know what I want to say,
what color should the house be to not make it less egregious? The man wearing a house.
But it just looked evil. But I'm just saying, it just makes me think of the 2 words, house.
No. Shut your bum ass up, man.
Shut your bum ass up, man.
I guarantee you, a lot of people said some stuff like that after seeing that. Look at this house, Negro.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. At one point, I'm just trying to figure out, well, dang, what color does the house need to be to make it seem less obnoxious?
It doesn't need to be anything. How about it's not a house? How about you don't put a house on your head?
Yeah, that Kanye joint that's wild.
She showed up to a public event naked.
Bruh, she dropped that coat.
And it's like, look, she's a beautiful woman. But you can't show up to a public event naked. You can't show up to an event naked. You can't do that. It's like it's against the law, man. Like,
is it?
Yes. What do you mean? Is it? They kicked him out. They sent him home.
Oh, they did.
They wouldn't even let him in. They were like, you can't do that. Oh, dude, I don't know. That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
So she was just.
I'm scared
she was
for
just
her.
somewhere the other day where she was like, she had on like a thong bikini and.
Well, this whole time she's been trying to be another version of Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, seems like it. Right?
So another little interesting fact. So obviously, Kendrick swept the Grammys with all his music, Not Like Us, and everything being the best song of the year, video of the year, and everything.
So funny.
So obviously,
I didn't see that.
You know what he wore to the Grammys? A denim on denim outfit is called a Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah.
So everybody was saying he dressed in a Canadian tuxedo to go accept the awards that was a diss record to Drake.
And the best was when they announced the win, they immediately start playing the song in the background. Kendrick purposely slow walked it up there so that he got up to the stage at the point that the song where it goes a minor and
A minor. The whole place said A minor,
and everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
See, now I got to go watch the damn Grammys.
You just find that clip. That clip is all over the place.
I didn't watch the Grammys, but I've just watched the highlights on Twitter, and it's hysterical. Dude, it's funny.
It was, bruh, a room full of executives and literally peers of both Kendrick and Drake, and we knew that was going to happen.
And Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
You got Taylor Swift up there going, a minor. I mean, like, dude.
Well,
I heard
she loves
she was
Kendrick.
dancing all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, she always is.
Jay-Z and Beyonce were there. Yeah, they did that thing too.
Yeah.
And guess what? This ain't over because Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah. No,
just watch.
Oh, yeah.
50+ million people worldwide
are going to be singing that song at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Dude, Drake's been getting dragged through the mud for this. It's so good. It's so good. But I do want to say hello and shout out to our friends at DraftKings. Because this is going to be a big week for DraftKings, man. This ain't the itty-bitty, teeny-tiny bowl. This is the Super Bowl, man. This is Super Bowl 59. You can get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59.
Man, scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting that Vince Lombardi trophy. And you have a shot to score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BigShotBob, that's Big Shot Bob, for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly I said that code, Big Shot Bob. When you just bet $5, that's $5. Five. Only DraftKings Sportbooks. The crown is yours.
The crown is yours. I am super excited for the big game. I am every year. So if you want to get in on the action, DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to do it. Now we got to do the legal mumbo jumbo at the end. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, visit dkng.co/audio. All right, Rob. Where are you on the state of all the Marvel flicks right now? Because the Fantastic Four trailer dropped today.
I didn't see it.
For the new Fantastic Four trailer dropped. It's very like 60s retro. Like it takes place in like a very 60s type of a thing. It looks cool. It looks different. I'll give it a fair shake. And then Captain America: Brave New World comes out, I think, next week.
Yep.
So you're going to get Anthony Mackie as Captain America. You're going to get Red Hulk, which is cool. And then Daredevil Born Again comes out in March. So we're getting Charlie Cox and D'Onofrio back as the Daredevil Kingpin combo, which I thought those shows on Netflix were great. So
yeah, I did too.
I'm excited, man. I think some of this stuff's going to be really, really good. I hope it gets back to like what Marvel was before it got all super weird.
Yeah, I'm excited because we talk about this all the time, how much we love Marvel, how much we love just the whole MCU world, and so for me, I'm really interested to see what they do with the Red Hulk, because people are like, is the Red Hulk good? Is the Red Hulk bad? So I'm excited for it. But I ain't going to the movies to see it. I'm gonna wait till it come at home so I can pause it.
There you go. Very good.
Oh, I have to take bathroom breaks, and I don't want to miss anything.
Jesus. I got to take my kid to see it. She's dying to see it.
Oh, is she?
Well, she got caught up on like all the Marvel stuff, so now she's like super excited for what's coming.
Have you seen Kraven?
I did see Kraven.
How was it?
It was really bad. It was really bad. All those Sony Spider-Man movies that don't involve Spider-Man in any way, I have not enjoyed any of them. They've all been terrible. Morbius was awful.
Yeah, that was
Madam Web was awful.
That was a little
hard
bit bad,
to watch. Bad. And then Kraven was just, it was just trash, start to finish. Everything about it was awful. Yeah, I'm not. Sony's got to sell the rights to Spider-Man back to Marvel and just leave it alone. Get the hell out of here. Let them make some like real movies. Question from Dean. Rob, when's the last time you actually played some basketball? Do you hit a rec league and get some one-on-one in with your boys, or are you totally over it?
August 23rd is the last time I played.
of this past year?
This past year.
Okay.
And the reason I know, I played with I got this friend named Narb that he been asking me to play. And I was working out and training and everything. So I was feeling pretty good. So I went out and played. And first 30 minutes, I was good. And then it was like, okay, it's his last 5. You want to play, Rob? I was sitting on the sideline, like I was about to take my shoes off. We need one more. I said, okay. I go out there and strain my calf. So your body said, dude, you don't need to be fucking playing past 30 minutes. So that's the last time I played. But I still go in the gym and shoot with my kids. So just for the hell and talk some shit, because I can still shoot it. But other than that, I don't play anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'll just go shoot all day. That's fun. But I can't, no. I ain't got it in me anymore to throw down, lace up the shoes, and try and actually run around on a court for 45 minutes, hour. I can't do it, man.
But you know what's weird? That it was so fun to play, man. It was just, it's just gonna sound really weird. It was so fun when you run down the court, the wind hits you in the face, like, oh shit. It's like it's so many little things you don't pay attention to when you playing, but when you miss it and come back, it's like, oh, just the squeaking of the shoes, you were talking shit to one another. So you were
moving fast enough for the wind hitting your face.
Oh. He got the one finger review on that one. Yeah.
That boy had that wind and he was moving up and down the floor.
He's cooking. And the wind in his face was just a fan. That's all it was. The fans on. He thought he was flying, and they're like, man, Rob moving slow.
Hey, I guarantee you look back at the videotape, you're probably like, man, I'm moving about 45 miles per hour.
Like, dang, boy.
Yeah, no.
I thought I was moving.
Walking? Is he walking?
It's like,
He's walking.
that snail moving mighty fast.
The wind in his face. Slow-mo. Have you ever left anything behind? We got a friend named John Kincaid. Used to be here at the radio station. He used to co-host the Shaq podcast with us. He works in Philadelphia, sports radio. He's obviously a huge Eagles fan. And was so excited to go to the Super Bowl, and he left his suitcase in the garage. Got all the way to the airport without his luggage.
Wow. This just happened?
Oh, this just happened. Yeah, he posted a picture on Twitter. I was so excited. A picture of his Ring camera footage in his garage, and there's the suitcase, handle up, sitting in the garage. Dude went all the way to the airport without his luggage.
Dang.
He didn't have his wife bring it to him?
I don't know. I have no idea how it played out. I just know he left his entire set of luggage behind.
He had to go back.
What's the weirdest, or in that case, most important thing you've ever left behind? You ever left anything behind on vacation or something, and gotten home and been like, oh crap?
Man, I remember we were pulling into the airport, and I was sitting there. I was just about to put my iPad up. I had, how back then when you get a new one, you couldn't transfer it as easy, so I had two. And because some stuff didn't transfer. But anyway,
yeah,
I put one up, and the dude started talking to me, asking me a bunch of questions and everything else. And then another person started asking me questions. I left my iPad on the plane. I fucking cried because it had pictures of my daughter on there. And I was like, I got home and I was looking for it. I was like, mother. I called United, and I was like, yo, I gave him the plane, what seat and everything. This is you can go to Lost and Found and see if you can get it. And I called for about a week straight trying to find that thing, but they never found it. So I was really pissed because there's some pictures on there that I couldn't get back. So I was so mad about that one. Yeah.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
We when the boys were young, anywhere we went, we had to take the Xbox with us because they were so addicted to the Xbox. And this was, again, early days of the Xbox. So we'd gotten home from a trip, we took the Xbox out of the luggage, and we went to plug it back in, and I left all the power supply and the cord and everything back at the hotel, wherever the hell we were, and I had to actually, this wasn't the days of get on Amazon and find one in 3 seconds. You had to go hunt to find a power cord for an Xbox somewhere that you could just buy the cord on its own, and now, Radio Shack is gone, so it's not like you just run to Radio Shack anymore, and they were losing their shit for a half a day. So I eventually tracked one down at a Best Buy somewhere and was I was able to buy the set and the cord, and it cost me $50. But of all the stupid shit to leave behind, the stupid power cord for the Xbox. And they were sideways for a half a day.
I bet.
I can't believe you left it behind.
If that be me, it's your responsibility. It's your Xbox. Oh. You should have checked.
I lose that fight every time. What are you talking about? Everything's our fault. We know that. Jesus Christ. All right, last question from Jake, and then we'll wrap up shoot around this week. I like to give my parents grief because I love Little Caesars pizza. It's hot and ready, and you just can't beat it. Turns out my parents have never tried it, so I picked some up and brought some home, and now it's their all-time favorite pizza. What is a food or a restaurant or something that you turned your friends or siblings or parents onto that now it's that's it?
That's a good question.
Something that you love that you got other people to try. Now you're like, yes, I knew I'd get you. Mine was Zaxby's.
Really?
I love Zaxby's.
Yeah, because I'd never tried it before, and there was a Zaxby's on the corner by our old house, and we'd never gone there. And our son Austin was like, "Dude, you got to try Zaxby's." And I was like, "I don't know, I've never tried it before. We got to try." Now it's our all-time favorite place. If I could go to Zaxby's, I missed the days when there was one right on the corner because it was had I known, I would have taken more advantage. But yeah, Zaxby's. Our kid turned us on to Zaxby's.
So which one you like better, Zaxby's or Cane's?
I've only had Cane's once or twice. Zaxby's I've had more times than I can count.
Yeah. Zaxby's was our go-to place in college, boy.
Oh my God, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if anybody has, because I mean,
when I was in college, I had a friend introduce me to sushi. I'd never had sushi before.
Yeah.
Now I love it.
I did put somebody on the Popeyes.
Oh, okay.
I put somebody on the Popeyes because, and it was when I was like, because at one point it was, I don't know if you remember Miss Winters. You ever remember Miss Winters chicken? I don't know if you ever.
I don't know.
So it was Miss Winters. It had KFC, and those were the two chicken places. And then Popeyes came about, and I remember putting somebody. I was like, Popeyes better than both of them, and they were like, nah. Go try it. They tried it. You ain't never lied. Popeyes better than both of them. So yeah, I had put that person on Popeyes. Okay. And to this day, it is what it is when it comes to Popeyes. I mean, those other ones had their run, but Popeyes is...
Well, the Popeyes chicken sandwich war, I'll never forget that.
Popeyes chicken
when the
sandwich.
Chicken sandwich war came out, and it was like, dude, there was Popeyes lines down the street to get the damn chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
That sandwich was something special, boy.
It still is, to be honest.
It's still serve it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the best chicken sandwich out of all its competitors. Okay. It's better than Chick-fil-A.
Oh. Well, Chick-fil-A's is a little different now.
Yeah, but I thought it was always better than Chick-fil-A's.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know what it is.
Crunch.
Chick-fil-A changed the way that they made them recently, and I thought it was like, oh, everyone's going to make a big deal out of this. No, it's different. Like, we had Chick-fil-A recently, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is different.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
I get salad from Chick-fil-A now.
I'll tell you what, just speaking of salads, Zaxby's does a damn good salad, too.
Zaxby's
salad's freaking big. It's good.
Yes.
It is, but Zaxby's has... I stopped going to Zaxby's because they frustrated me. Because the service was absolutely horrific.
Oh no, yeah, you have to. We have one called the Good Zaxby's. You have to go to the good. You got to go to the Good Zaxby's. If you go to the other Zaxby's, it's hit and miss.
Yeah,
you might be in line for 45 minutes. You don't get all your food. Take your chances.
So what I started, I said, you know what, y'all aren't good enough for me to continue to go through this with you. So I stopped going.
Ooh.
It's different if you were absolutely amazing because then it would outweigh the fact, okay, I'll wait and deal with all this stuff. But you weren't amazing enough for me to sit here and have to deal with it. So it was easy for me to just let you go.
All right, Rob, what you got?
So for me, it was, I turned Candace on to broccoli and cheese casserole. My mom's make this broccoli and cheese casserole, and I wanted it for Thanksgiving. And so I'm like, she said, I'll try to make it. So she made it. You make the big dish, and then I get a little taste of it. I said, okay, it's almost as good as my mom. I won't tell my mom that, but it's almost as good as my mom. So we get to Thanksgiving, everybody bring the dish, and we say our blessings, and then I do something. I come back, all of it was gone. Everybody ate. I was so freaking mad. I'm like, who ate the broccoli? I'm like, this is all Mexicans up in here, right? And they don't have broccoli and cheese. They have all the traditional stuff that they like. And this was my dish. Who ate my fucking dish? And everybody like, oh, that shit was so good. I'm like, y'all don't eat this shit. Why y'all like now they want it every Thanksgiving. You have to make a broccoli and cheese casserole. So,
and that's a good one. That's a good one. I will make fresh mashed potatoes, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, couple occasions, where I will peel them, I will dice them, I'll boil them, and they are like out of control good. The problem is, since I'm the person who cooks, I'm the last son of a bitch to eat. So I get around to Thanksgiving this year, and I round the corner for my mashed potatoes, and there ain't barely a spoonful left in there. And I'm like, son of a bitch, you got to be kidding me. I was so mad. I was so looking forward to them, and it was like about this much. I was like, oh, bastard. So
and Candace's like, I'll just make you another one you got. I don't want a whole one. I wanted that one.
Well, all of a sudden we're 6. I wanted that one. I wanted that one.